Hello everyone. This time, speaking of China, it is real estate, so I will tell you about the latest real estate industry. China's real estate industry is not as strong as it used to be. If anything, it is in a very dangerous state. Because China is so vast, it often happens that even if one region has recovered, other regions have not recovered. There is a short-term movement that real estate in regional cities has no future. But from a long-term perspective, it is thought that there are many regions in a downward trend. In the future, the number of people buying real estate in China will decrease. In addition, the population of local cities is flowing out to other cities. As the population declines, the demand for real estate will naturally decline. It becomes a negative cycle when more people think about selling real estate before demand declines. There are areas in China where people gather. Shanghai is the representative. Shanghai real estate is seen as the most promising area. A news article in May said property prices in Shanghai had fallen. Real estate prices have been trending downward lately. A comparison is being made with Beijing, where real estate prices are expected to remain the same or rise in the future, just like Shanghai. However, property prices in Beijing are also declining. However, Beijing prices are rising only in the high price range. On the other hand, in Shanghai, the high price range is expressed as being flat or not rising. People think that there are no mansions or single-family homes in China, but there are actually many large-scale homes on the outskirts of cities. In China, each area is developed greatly and is sold as a villa. The price of those villas is several hundred million yen in Japanese yen, but it is not expensive and it is a general price. Here's some more in-depth information about Shanghai real estate in May. Compared to the same period last year, the real estate prices of newly built properties in May this year have risen, fallen, or remained unchanged depending on the location. The area where prices are rising is the center of Shanghai. New home prices in areas with financial centers are also rising. On the other hand, the areas that are declining are the suburbs of Shanghai. In those areas, the price of new construction is on the decline. When there was momentum, the entire city of Shanghai rose, and you could have bought anywhere. The fact that this trend is visible means that the bubble has almost burst. In Shanghai, there is a tourist spot called Weitang. Weitang is a building that dates back to before the Communist Party of China was established. Weitang is often used in videos that introduce Shanghai. As a result, property prices in Weitang are very high. And I was told that it was an area where I couldn't buy even if I wanted to because the owner wouldn't put the property up for sale. However, unlike in the past, the situation has changed, and now there are foreigners among the owners. It's Chinese rather than European. It seems that the real estate transaction was done when the zero corona was lifted. At the time of zero corona, the movement was restricted, but it is said that when the restrictions were lifted, the owner who owned the property in a foreign country returned to China and sold it. If you try to cash real estate and take it abroad, the Chinese Communist Party government will take notice. It is said that many people do not sign double contracts so as not to attract attention. It is a double contract, but when selling real estate in China, a front contract and a back contract are made. The reason why there is this contract is that, for example, if you sell 1 billion yen of real estate, you will be taxed on 1 billion yen. Therefore, in the contract to be submitted to the government, we will create and submit a contract stating that the transaction was made at half the price of 500 million yen. Double trading is common in China because this way you can pay less tax. Foreigners who own property in Shanghai are probably aware of this property practice, but it seems that those who sold this year did not have double contracts. The reason for this is that there are troubles caused by double contracts. For example, when an amount different from the amount written in the contract is transferred to the bank account, the bank will confirm the reason for the payment. At that time, if the amount is different from the amount stated in the contract, we will not be able to explain it, so there is a risk that the account will be frozen. Until now, Banks have not asked for explanations about the amount of deposits, so double contracts were rampant. More and more people decided to pay taxes rather than risk having their accounts frozen. It is thought that behind this is the idea of investors who want to quickly convert to cash and reduce China risk. In other words, it can be said that they are rushing to secure the profits of their long-term investment in Shanghai. This is an action taken after worrying about China's geopolitical risk. I don't know what the Xi Jinping administration will do, so even if I have assets today, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Before the real estate bubble bursts, before the selling pressure becomes strong, we will sell out and lock in profits. Central Shanghai is rising now, but that trend is not guaranteed to continue. There is a possibility that it will be in a downward trend in the next 6 months or 1 year. If the bubble bursts in earnest, it will probably become a reality. That's all for now. See you next time.